I just went to the Bruno Mars concert, the romantic tour, and I want to talk about something big to me, something big, huge to me. It is right over there. It is age separation. There are no age separations anymore, but we'll get to that because I just saw number one. Let's go. My romance tour experience. Oh my God. It was phenomenal. The whole thing from start to finish. There were some songs that, it was good. Every song talked to me at an amazing aspect of myself. So I'm one of those guys who I start hearing something, right? I start hearing something and then I just transmit into it. Like I'm here and now I'm here. I don't hear anything else because I'm here. I'm in I'm in myself. I'm relating everything that he's singing about to me, but in essence, like he's singing about his experience. We all have them. It's that initial, like I'm a very immersive person. So it was just nice, interpersonal. I loved it. I could get down to all music, but this was really cool. It was reconnecting me to myself and my wife. Like it was phenomenal. Like I'm sitting here, it's tight, seats are a little tight. I'm thinking about this, right? I'm thinking about this. This is my tour experience. This is all the stuff that I experienced, right? I wanted to be in the balcony in 2017. I saw him while he was on his Vegas little residency. Sat on a balcony, wanted to go back to the balcony. So we get the balcony. I'm sitting here in pre-show. I'm listening to this guy singing. I'm listening to this dude singing. I'm just like, dude, I hear him, but I don't hear him totally. And then I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is it the same everywhere you go with Inside Ford Field? Is it the same audio everywhere I go? Like now I'm just sitting here and it's like, listen here, I am FPD. I need to experience the whole world of this place. And I'm like, I need to be here for sound check. I need to get to the bottom of the stage right now. Like I need to see, I need to experience it. It's not like Pine Knob. It's not like the floor isn't tilted upwards. It's just flat. So now all these people on the floor, what's up? Like the stage is up a little bit, probably elevated about 4 feet, maybe long, maybe higher. I don't know. I'm not there to see. I can't tell completely. Maybe 6 feet. I don't know. 7 feet. Who knows? But at that point, like, what's the angle, right? Let's go back to geometry days. What's the angle if they're on the flat row? Like that's big. That's over 100 yards, right? It's 100 yards to each side, and I think each end zone is maybe 5 or 10 yards. So like that's easy. Like that's a big area, and that whole field is flat. Like, could everybody see it just as great? And then it's like, it's cool. I don't know. I need to experience it always. And I'll get to that why I'm curious about, like, can you see? Back to the age separation. But no, it was like, I'm sitting here and I want to experience everything. I want to experience everything. So I know everything. You're never going to know everything, but I want to for sure try. I want to just accept that knowledge, accept it within me. So, my experience, it was very impersonal. Everything I looked at one point, I was getting a drink, I was getting a beer, and I wanted 2 beers. This is right before the show started. I wanted 2, right? I wanted to hold one and put one down, but I was sitting here, and I'm like, hey, you have to open these before I leave, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, shit, I guess I'll just get one, because I don't want to just have 2 open beers. Like maybe I could have, whatever. At least it's not a cup, it's a can. And but I'm like, nah, I don't want that. And then later on in the night, I realized if you get water, you got a cap. You could just shut it. So I'm just like sitting here thinking, why? Why would you get anything but water? Like water, it's not poison. It's great for you. Who knows? Some water is. I don't know. Don't drink the water. I don't know. That's a conspiracy that we're not even getting into right now. But all I know is liquor. Alcohol is poison. So I was just like, let's go. It sugars all this stuff. Let's just get water. I can cap them. Then that was like, dude, game changer. Then, a lot of experience with children. Let's go into the energy, the magic in the memories. Oh my God. The magic, the whole energy. It was like I said, so the seats were kind of tight, right? Me and my wife, and I got cooler seats. I got they were padded seats, the balcony, and I'm sitting here at the beginning. I'm just enjoying it. So my father-in-law is a quadriplegic, right? He's got to sit and just listen to everything sitting. He's got this chair now that he like rise himself up, but in essence, he's sitting. He's sitting. And so me and my wife are sitting there. She wants me to stand up. And it was like the first song. She wants me to stand up. Dude, I'm sitting and I am enjoying the shit out of this. My foot is just going, and I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about Bob. I'm thinking about her dad. I'm thinking about what he can and can't do. And then I remember this article I read probably about 2-3 years ago. I was really big into mushrooms, and this dude, this either skier or snowboarder, I believe snowboarder, he broke his neck, paralyzed, quadriplegic. I think it was like 2 or 3 years. And then his buddies were all going to a concert. They were all going to a concert, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the concert. I'm going to do this with them. Why not? They're all eating mushrooms. I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat a mushroom. Like, what am I doing? My digestive tract isn't my own digestive tract anymore. Like, it poops. I got it's a whole new world when you lose control of your body, right? But what is it? What is it? A lot of times it's a bruise. Like, it's so crazy. It's like so crazy. Bones heal and stuff, but the bruise. So it's anyway. You know, we can get into all the science of spinal cord injuries and recovery in the bodies, all the cool shit that happens within the body. But the fact is, like, it's bruise. I don't know. It's whatever it is. It's nothing. It's a loss. It's a loss of an experience of life, right? You still get to experience life, but it's a loss of a great experience and gift of moving, right? Like, we were put on this earth, and God gave us all this cool body, this ectoskin, this meat suit to walk around and protect our heart. But you know, you're just subject to everything. You can't protect yourself. You're the subject to the elements. You're subject to the people around you. You're subject to everything when you're trapped in that chair. And I remember reading this story where this dude sat there and he just started going. He's just moving with it. Foot just starts tapping. He's like, holy shit, dude, I think I'm moving my foot. And it's like, dude, next thing you know, he fires all his normal doctors, gets all holistic doctors, starts dosing with LSD, mushrooms, and then like 6 months down the line, he's walking and stuff. Any which way, fact check me if you want, I don't know, but that was my experience. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, I'm Bob, and my wife's trying to get me up, and I'm like, shh. And so finally, like, Bruno is like, get up. And he's like literally telling you to get up in his song. And it's like, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up here, Bruno. This is for you and my wife. She wanted me up. She was dancing, but I was there. I was there. I had a little movement of her leg. You know, I was feeling her grooving. And, you know, so now I'm up. Now I'm up, and I'm kind of like sideways a little bit. Or no, I'm like this way. In the chair, it was nice. I had my arm around her. She's like cozied into me. It's like, it was nice. Like, we don't get like that in the movie theater or anything. And on the couch, we got a thing in between us. Like, that was like, it was beautiful. Everybody's got those couches, the comfy spots, the non-comfy spots. So like, we're just sitting there beforehand, just cuddling it up, and she's coming into me, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then now we're standing, right? We're enjoying it. Her hands on my back, my hands her back, like I'm cruising down her spine and her hair, her feeling her, like, Bruno, it's romantic, it's romance. And then I'm sitting here, this goes into, and these are all memories. These were huge memories for me. Like, they will last forever. Like, this experience, this closeness with her, Bruno brought that. It was absolutely beautiful, and it brings us into this age separation world. So, like, at the most, Bruno's probably, like, I'd say PG-13, right? You know, PG-13. He's talking about moving, grooving, giving that motion in the ocean, all this fun stuff. You know, all of this music. It's not Kids Bop, you know, like Miley, Taylor, and Bruno. Not Kids Bop, Biggie, Tupac. You know, that was the thing. Like, you get into this with all these kids, right? I'm moving and grooving, like, I'm moving and grooving. I'm Bruno, you know, like. But I'm sitting there and I got her back, and I'm really conscious of not to bring my hand past her belt line, past the loops on her pants, because out of the corner of my eye, I see a child there, and I'm just like, and this is this child just hanging out there, and I'm just like, dude, man, like, what's up? Like, do I give him PG-13, like, slipping a tongue out, you know, like, I don't know. And I'm sitting here like, all right, whatever. So one of the other things, this age separation, like, this is a weird thing here right now, because it's not my child, and it is whatever. But again, you don't know how they're being raised, whatever. Or, but I don't know. It's when you get into kids, it's just so crazy. And So I'm in line, right? We're getting some drinks, and I see this kid over there, and he's got a red bandana on. He's got his coat on, his jean jacket. He's denim king over here, dude. Little Prince of Denim with his little blood, right? So I tell him, I go, dude. I go, who are you supposed to be, man? He's like, what's up? And I'm looking at his mom. I'm like a Tupac. Mom's looking at me like, what you talking about, my kid, about? He's like 12 maybe. And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, it's pretty crazy. I go, you probably don't know this yet, but I go, and it's a really cool comparison. I go, Bruno is basically today's Tupac. They're both lyrical genius. They both break, their satire break boundaries. And I'm like, this is the Bruno. And I told him, I go, dude, one day, you're going to listen to Tupac with Mom, and you're going to get down. And then, so I'm talking to this kid, and then I walk back to the thing, and there's this kid is sitting there, and I'm like, what the shit? And then there's a dude sitting there, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And I'm like, hey, man, now it's awkward because he's sitting right next to me. They showed up while I was gone. And I'm like, dude, I was just talking to your kid, and he's like, no, he's been here with me. I go, oh wow, that's crazy. Now I have prosopagnosia, where it's facial blindness. So I meet everybody. It's the first time I've ever met them. It's crazy. I remember my wife because she's got a thing on her tooth. Now it would be hard to forget. Like, it would be sad. I wouldn't rule it out, unfortunately. I wouldn't. It's sad. But so anyway, I see this kid, Jamie. I would really believe that I would never forget you. It's thinking, like, for sure once you start talking to me and stuff, like, no, but I'm like 99%. I got you if you're here. If you're not here, but anyway, other than the family, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. And but so this guy's like, no, dude, he's been sitting here. I'm like, he goes, all the kids look alike, and he goes, my other kid's actually wearing the same exact thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so then I tell this guy, I'm like, dude, it's pretty crazy. I go, Represented Blood's out here, man. And he's like, huh? And so I told him the Bruno or the Tupac, and he's like, oh shit, Tupac. He was with Suge, Bloods, and then midway through the concert, switched to Blue. It was just cool, because it's uniting all. Like, it's like, if you're going and like you're in Compton or something, and it's like you're just showing up with the colors, and it's just like, dude, Bruno is just here to connect, and that's what Tupac and Biggie. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like Bruno is on the same level, just like Miley and Taylor. They all sing, but now getting back to this age separation here thing, is these kids, right? These kids, all these kids everywhere. So many kids everywhere. And now I'm watching. So the mom comes back, sure as shit. It was the mom and the kid. Jamie, my wife, was like, there he is. Like, you're not as crazy. I'm like, oh, thank God. So one kid's about 12. The other kid's probably like 7 or 8. 7 or 8 year olds sitting next to the dad. The older ones sit next to the mom. It goes dad, kid, mom, kid, and this is fun. So no, I'm sure every parent who brought their kid there, it wasn't the same exact experience, but my golly, it was great. So dad and the one kid are sitting. Mom's like, get him up. And dad's just like, dude, I'm comfy. I'm sitting in these comfy chairs. Like, I'm cool. This is cool. He wants to sit. I'm going to sit, chill it out with him. Well, mom's like, get him up. Like, mom is losing her shit. Get him up. So, no, mom's dancing with the other one. And you're just looking at the kid's face. And he's just like, Mom, leave me alone. And now mom convinces dad and the other kid to get up. Now mom's like making everybody move in group, and she's just grabbing their arms and making them dance, and they're both like pulling away. They're losing their shit. And so eventually, after so many disgusted faces that this kid, the older kid, was making, he ends up sitting down. He's like, I'm done with this with my mom. The other kid's sitting down. Now mom scurries over to daddy boy, and she starts getting up on dad. And and Dad's like, okay, this is going down. Like I haven't been touched like this for a minute. Like, and he's, I don't know. Again, I have no clue. I'm just making reference of what I saw, because Dad was just kind of like, it might not have been I haven't been touched like this, but it's like, well, you're being pretty aggressive right now, because so he's got his arm like around her, and she's like dancing on him, and she keeps reaching her arm back to grab his hand and pull it down lower onto her ass. Now this is the hand that's by me. It's they're dancing, and she just keeps moving it down, and then he kind of like slides it up a little bit, and she's moving down like she is trying to get frisky. She's like kissing on him and stuff, and I'm just like, Dad is just like, oh golly, and the kids, I'm just looking over at the kids. I'm just like, dude, they're just like, where are we? And then I start hearing this kid behind me kind of whining. Now at this point, I think, oh, we went to get another drink. We went, and this is where I found out about the waters. So we go get another drink. I think, and this kid, I don't know. I FaceTime with my daughter, and I scared her about ice cream. She wanted to eat some ice cream. I gave her the idea. I told her that we were gonna wait for Bruno. Oh, so this was all before. So yeah, it's when did we switch? I don't know. Story's not lining up completely here, but it all happened. These are all factual events, other than, and you might have to fact check me on some stuff, like with the dude who's tapping his feet and the timeline on that. It all happened. It's all relative. But I just want to get my father-in-law on some mushrooms and dance, and we'll just go to all the concerts and try out all the different areas of the concert. But any which way, so I'm in line, right? Or I'm talking to my daughter, and I tell her about this ice cream. Eat some ice cream, stay up. We're gonna watch. We'll bring you live for Bruno in a little bit, and stay up. Like, let's go. You got this. She's 4, and so tell her about getting some ice cream. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, you got that Rocky Road in there. Show Grandpa that. I'm like, oh no. And then Jamie, my wife, now hears us, and she's like texting my mom, because my mom is like Olive is saying she could eat ice cream, and Jamie's like, I don't know, you guys do what you want, but she might be a little crazy. So now I have to like prep Olive, because now my mom's gonna kind of be like, no, Dave, she doesn't eat ice cream. So now I gotta kind of prep Olive and be like, hey, listen here, Olive, like, Mom thinks you're gonna turn into a gremlin, but I don't think so. Oh, and I think you're gonna be good. And I don't know, either she brought up horses and unicorns, or I brought up horses and unicorns, and I reminded her about, if you give a horse sugar, what could happen if it's a diabetic, it could die. And we had this whole thing a couple weeks ago about half-baked, and I told her, because she thought you could give a horse a cupcake and it would turn into a unicorn. There's a whole video on that. It's really amazing, actually. And I told her, I'm like, no, you can't just give a random horse a cupcake, because for all you know, that horse could be diabetic. I go, in this movie that you watch later in life called Half-Baked, you'll see what happens if you give a horse sugars and complex carbs, and then I had to explain complex carbs. I had to explain diabetes and complex carbs, and I'm like, you're gonna learn all this fun shit. So anyway, this hits, and now she's freaking out because I said something about it. She's like, no, I don't want to eat ice cream. I'm just gonna eat strawberries, and I'm just gonna eat something healthy. And I'm like, no, it's cool, you can eat ice cream. Now I'm like, I've scarred my daughter. She won't even eat ice cream. And my dad's like, now she thinks she's gonna turn into a gremlin or have diabetes. I'm just like, damn it. So now I'm in line. I'm telling this like story, and I'm asking all the people in line who've seen Half-Baked. Now I'm in school right now. My semester just ended, and I'm in with a bunch of like 18 to 20 year olds, and not a single person in my class has seen Half-Baked, including my 64-year-old teacher. So it blew my mind. So I asked the people in line, and everybody's like, no. And this one kid, he's probably like 23. He's like, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. I'm like, really? I go, dude, that's when you and then I'm like, you remember Buttercups? He goes, it's been a minute. And I go, been a minute? what, like 10 years or so? He's like, yeah, probably. He's like, I don't know. I watched it with my dad. I go, oh, dude, that had to be crazy watching that with your dad. I'm like, was that your first boob? He's like, what? I go, dude, I remember my first boob I saw. I go, I was watching Titanic. I go, I was with my parents. And I go, we're sitting in the movie theater watching Titanic, and now all of a sudden she's just naked, just hanging out there. And I'm just like, oh my God, there's a boob. And I'm like, I don't want to look over at my parents. I'm just looking at the boobs, but I don't want to like stare too much, but I did want to stare too much. And it was very awkward. So I'm like, dude, you watched this with your dad? I go, what you think? And he's like, I don't remember. I'm like, you did not watch Half Baked. I'm like, you would have remembered. And so my wife is like, no, she's like, I seen it, but I don't remember that scene. I'm like, well, you have boobs, so it wasn't a big deal for you. You could always look down and they were there. So it was just a normal thing for boobs. But I'm like, when you're looking at that full-fledged titty, I'm like, you're going to remember. It's a good movie. But we regress. It was just a lot with all these kids. So then we go back to our seat. It's a little bit later. I don't know when exactly me and her switched positionings, but we switched positionings. Might have been a bathroom break or something. I don't remember when we officially switched. Is that the Bruno was going? But anyway, we switched positions, and now I'm slanted kind of a different way. Watching this, I'm like slanted towards her instead of the other way, and now I start hearing this little kid whining. And I'm like, what is going on? I peek over, and there's this kid sitting down in the chair all pissy and just like, and then I hear the mom, you want to switch spots with me? So, like, no. And I'm sitting here, and it's like, because the kid couldn't see, and I'm just like, this is crazy. I'm not even going to worry about you not being able to see. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, if this was a tiny person, if this was a little person, vertically inclined, vertically challenged, and they would be like, oh, hey, in my head, I don't want to go where there's people, or I got like a few of my friends, we'll sit on each other's shoulders and we'll rotate throughout the concert. Like, these are the thoughts that would have to go into your head. But when your parent buys the tickets for you, they're thinking about you buying the tickets. They're not thinking about, is their 10-year-old going to be able to see at the Bruno Mars concert? So this kid's all pissy. There's other kids over like a kitty corner or down the road that are all like all sitting all sad and whatever, and I'm just like, dude, I don't even know what to do here. I'm like, I'm not even worried about this. Like, forget you. And now I realize, like, I had a kid right behind me the whole time. Like, really don't be grabbing butts. It's just crazy. So that was a big thing for me. I'm really big against the age separation. I think that in video games there should be a ranking system where you know who you're getting into beforehand, whether they have mics or not. And sometimes mics shouldn't be able to work without like parental consent. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough it's tough in the realm of children. It's tough in the realm of children. You're not their parent. You're not the psychologist. You're nothing but an influence, which is crazy. People don't realize the power they have, which is sad and scary. So, what's that say about today's world? Well, you tell me. You tell me what that says about today's world. It made me realize to myself, and I told my wife, I'm like, as much as we love our daughters, as much as we love them, I want to take them and show them everything. I want just everything, but it's just like there's certain things where this is mom and dad time. Like this was the most beautiful night for us. I loved it, and it was great. I just, as much as I like I would love to show my daughter the experience. Like I'm going to Rob Zombie in a few months, and I'm like, dude, I would love to take my daughter. She's a big Rob Zombie fan, and I would love to take her to that because it'd be a blast. But I'm sitting here, she's just gonna be watching me rip on the pen and like just party out, watching these cool screens on the side, just me becoming completely immersed in not even the stage, but everything that's going around the stage and the back of the stage, which she would enjoy the shit out of that. And I would enjoy it without the pen too. I guarantee you, there'd be no questions. But she's got bedtime, and I could just tell her about it. And then, you know what? There'll be something, down the line where she'll be like, Dad, take me to this. And I'll be like, Okay, but it's not gonna be Rob Zombie yet. It's going with a buddy, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves. It's like we did with Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper's got to retire. I'll put that out there. But if Kiss came to concert, I would take her. I would 100% take her to Kiss concert. No questions asked. No questions asked. But Rob Zombie, I'm going with my buddy. We already got that on lockdown on Rob Zombie. 100%. Let's go. Or no, I'm sorry, Kiss. Let's go. Final thoughts: love, unity, and romance. Just made me want to move. It made me want. There was a point in there. God, it was one of the most powerful songs. He was singing about fillets. And I'm sitting here listening to this man talk about fillets, and I'm thinking to myself, I am not a fillet. I'm not a fillet. And I'm sitting here, and like my demeanor changed, like as I'm like rubbing on her. I started feeling bad because she had just this roast or something, just this spoiled meat that's like, it's like veal, like doesn't even know what it's about to be. It's just got like this little veal rubbing on her, but this fat, like this not good veal. Oh, like it's an overfed baby lamb is what was rubbing on her. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I'm not a fillet. I guess she deserves a fillet. And Bruno's telling her she deserves a fillet. She knows she deserves a fillet. And I tell her I'm not a fillet, and she goes, you're not. And I'm like, damn, even she knows I'm not a fillet. I got to become a fillet. And now I'm just sitting here thinking about all this shit, thinking about, changing my whole life, and I'm just trying to listen to a song, like that's what this concert did to me. That's what this concert did to me. So final thoughts. I mean, if you took your kid, awesome. You took your kid, and again, everybody has that thing. Like I said, I would take him to Kiss. Maybe it was Bruno for you. Maybe you go to a million concerts, and it doesn't matter. This could be a million, it could be one. Who knows? You wanted to take your kid, they had a great time. Awesome. But for me, I just learned to myself, it was very important for me, because we love having our daughter, and now it's our daughters, but we love having the oldest one with us, and my wife loves having both of them with us. The other one's cool, but she don't do a whole lot. But the 4-year-old Olive, like, I'm just like, yeah, dude, I would take you everywhere. I love having you around me. But I realized that there's the level of romance that has to be between me and my wife. We don't invite her into the bedroom. No, I'm just, like, we don't. Like, it's like we don't. She comes into the bedroom at any point. You got to go. Never slept in her bed. And that was Jamie. My wife was very adamant on that. And she the night she actually came in, she had a bad dream. Never has them. I loved engaging. Like, let's go. I mean, she's had them, but never like woken up in the middle of the night. We always talk about dreams, and I love talking about dreams with her. She actually believes I'm the Sandman, and I can enter her dreams, and me and her always have the same dream. I somehow know what she dreamt about, and then I share my dream, and she's like, that's what I dreamt about. And I'm like, I know, because I was there watching you. And then if she tells me, I'm like, yeah, I was there flying around. Did you see the unicorn flying into the sky? Yeah, I was actually a speck riding it. Like, oh yeah, so she believes I'm the Sandman. So she came into our room, and starts telling us this stuff and about her dream, and like all cuddling and stuff. And it's like 3 a.m, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the cuddle. I'm here for the nighttime whispers going back and forth. And my wife is like, you guys got to get out of here right now. She's like, Olive, you can't be in here. Go to bed. You're good. And I'm like, what? Like, let's go. Let's progress this. So we had to go in another room and progress it. And but yeah. Anyway, that was my experience. That was my experience. The unity was definitely there. He showed up with the bandanas. Like, it was cool. All I was sitting there was thinking, like, dude, you just show up with these bandanas in certain places, and it's just like, what's up? I don't know. I know nothing. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. But to me, it's like a belt. You got a brown belt, black belt. Who's cooler, the brown or black? Are they both cooler than the white? Like, when you're looking at these belts, and then it's, oh god, the belts even teach you, like, but it's you're progressing through the line. You got like white, yellow, blue, green, orange, not a clue anywhere. They got stripes and shit. And, unity is an important thing. So it was cool. It was cool. I had a lot of amazing moments at that concert. A very, very, very lot. So I hope you guys all had a great time. Anybody who went to it, and if you didn't go to it, I definitely say, go to it. It was a blast. I don't know how long the tour is. I don't know where he's going. I don't know where what tickets are left, but find them. Music, it's the gateway to the soul. Well, there's also smiles, right? Smiles and music. So why not smile while you're listening to music? Like, whoa. Let's go.
Coffee still brewing.
Still brewing. I made all these songs you just listened to. Phantom Frequency. I'm no Bruno, but I had a lot of fun.
Still feel lonely somehow.
Oh my God, they're just cheering for him. Should we go one more? See what this one's all about? One more. You still here? We got one more. Let's see. Let's turn it up.
Silk shirt, slow drink, city lights glow, but everybody numb underneath the show. People wanna touch but terrified to stay, so they disappear before the feelings get dangerous. And I ain't blaming them, pain made them cautious. Whole generation drowning in subconscious darkness, looking for connection and attention and lust, and wondering why nothing ever filled them up. We got everything but peace, everything but us. We missing soul, that real slow love, and stay up all night talking about life, love. Everybody moving, nobody arriving, whole world alive, but forgot how to feel alive. Yeah. See the world glorify cold hearts now, like empathy somehow make you weak now. But I seen stronger men cry and heal, and fake gangsters too scared to feel. And honestly, maybe the flex ain't power. Maybe it's staying soft through the darkest hours. Maybe heaven ain't someplace above. Maybe heaven just another human full of love. Hey, stay with this feeling. Don't scroll your soul. We missing soul. That real slow love. The nervous system finally safe love. Everybody talking, nobody listening. Maybe what we searching for been missing in the distance. You still with me? Yeah. I just went somewhere for a second. Good. That means you felt it. Yeah. That means you felt it. We missing soul. We missing soul. That deep, brave peace that hold me close while the whole world speeds. Everybody searching, trying to believe. Maybe what we're missing is each other, honestly. Whole world out. Still room for love, though. Still room for love, though. Still room for love, though. Still room for love, though.
Okay, I just want to say our delivery could have been better for everything you just experienced. This is kind of long. So if you made it here, I thank you for that. Oh, well, but we're gonna bounce out now. We're gonna tell you be teachable, be shareable, share what you know, learn what you don't. You don't know what you don't know till you learn what you don't know. And even then, what do you know? You know, what do you know? Me and my daughter have a new channel. Check us out. It's called Raised by Curiosity. It's good stuff. If you want to watch the video of her talking about unicorns, uh, she's got so many fun stuff. We left school one day and she goes, "Dad, I know everything." I go, 110%, you know everything. I go, between me, you, and your mom, there's nothing we don't know. And she's all serious, all serious. Right? I'm in the driver's seat. She's behind me. And she goes, "Dad, you told me unicorns are real." And I just was like, okay, let's do this. Let's rock. Let's go. So I pull out my phone. I'm like, what was that? No, I'm not looking at my phone. I just got my phone here. We're driving. We're not looking at that thing whatsoever. Right? It's not my story to tell through this phone. I just wanted to be here for this. I'm like, what? And then she went into it, and we had a great conversation. We left believing unicorns are no different than unseen leaves in the wintertime. Let's go. Like and subscribe and come on back for more. Let me know how you guys felt about the concert too. And if you took kids, let me know your experience with them. I know my brother and sister-in-law actually took their kids. It was their daughter's 12th birthday, my niece's 12th birthday. Big Bruno fan. Haven't heard about their experience yet. I know she loved it, so I'm sure their experience was absolutely amazing because they, gave their daughter, that experience. So yeah, I'm sure it was absolutely amazing. But for me, I want some butt grabbing. See ya.